I hate motherfuckers who don't know how to use the sidewalk. Because why was I walking down the street today? And there was a lady with a stroller and like some old ass man who was old but like clearly still limber. And then there was me. I was coming the opposite direction. And then both of them were standing side by side. There was tons of room and tons of space for like the old man to just physically get in front of her temporarily or get behind her temporarily. You know, single file, because if you're on an extremely skinny sidewalk that can just barely hold 3 people, and I'm talking extremely like near miss situation, single file is the way to go. I don't like when people, if anything, anytime I'm around someone, any fucking time I've been around someone, they'll be like, hey Tamia, why'd you get behind me out of nowhere? And I'll say, oh, because people were coming in this direction and I have to make room for them to come the opposite way. Otherwise, we were going to jostle them or collide. I think taking up the sidewalk is stupid. But anyway, let me tell you what this stupid fucking old man did. He didn't move. So, like, he was just fully prepared to take up, like, the whole fucking sidewalk with his broad shoulder ass. And then, like, the girl with the stroller, like, she has a baby in a stroller. Of course, like, you know, she's the one who doesn't have to move. It's like a chess game, but, like, the easiest... It's not even chess. It's like checkers. It's like the easiest fucking game ever, but these niggas don't know how to do it. Like, it's like, Either way. So me, like, I obviously was like, okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to walk down the very, very skinny strip of cement left and just shimmy my way past. Awkwardly. But we do it without any collisions, not any real trouble, just like a tiny bit of awkwardness. And then why does this loud ass bald motherfucker, he was disgusting looking, let me tell you, but let me hold it in. He walks past me and then he loudly says to his baby mama or whatever, like, oh, some people think some people think that being on the sidewalk means they have the right of way. And I just basically turn around and yell at him, yep! Because, nigga, you are one of those people. I get the feeling it was more of a racist thing with him, because I was in Piedmont, and that's like a super red-lined area, like, specifically, even if you look it up. I remember a nigga from Piedmont I dated, he was like, oh, I don't know why Piedmont's separated from the rest of Oakland, and I said, honestly, it does seem weird, like, it seems kind of racist, like, because you never see any black people out there, don't you think? And he was like, oh, I mean, I don't know about that, and then we looked it up together, and then we were like, oh, holy shit, yeah, Piedmont literally made itself its own separate city, smack in the middle of Oakland, a tiny-ass small town, smack in the middle of another town, because they did not want to give black and Mexican people their fucking tax money and make us have schools on the same quality as their white kids, or have the risk of segregation happening. Or, I mean, like, you know, intermingling. They did not want us to intermingle together. So as you can imagine, it was a very uncomfortable time in Piedmont. But let me tell you, how fucking entitled and pretentious, like, I think that was just his really subtle way of going, how dare this N-word exist in my neighborhood? If not for them, I could be big man on campus, and I could just strut around without even 10% of the sidewalk being taken up by this bitch. That's how I fucking see it. Because that's the only reason I can possibly fathom at some grown-ass man being mad that on a sidewalk that can, like, barely fit 3 people, with no room for me to do anything else but what I did, and no one getting hurt, collided with, they had, if anything, I was the only one being inconvenienced, and yet he still acted like he was oppressed. I don't like people like that. That was such a level of mental redundancy that I cannot stand. Like, how are you gonna get in someone else's way and act like you're oppressed? In fact, I was gonna make this video just about sidewalks, but I'll tell you this too. I was at AMC recently and I saw my estranged aunt. It was very interesting. We went, we saw each other at movies and shit. We just so happened to be sitting next to each other. And I went to this fucking soda fountain. And literally, as I was literally filling up my soda, I wasn't even I just lightly pressed the button. All of a sudden, I hear this woman say, excuse me, just hella loud. And I think to myself, oh, I grab my cup on instinct and I just turn my body a little bit to look at who's talking to me. Why does this big fucking Honey Boo Boo's mom bitch just shove her way past, put her cup where mine is, and then and then just start filling up her soda and using the machine I was. And at first I thought, oh, weird that she couldn't wait. Maybe I was taking a bit too long. But I mean, whatever. I wasn't gonna be mad at it until I looked to my left and I see 2 fucking empty soda machines, unused. So this is what I mean when I say white people like to inconvenience themselves, but then also act like they're the oppressed ones. Because they will see you walking down the street and just go, I'm not gonna move for them. I'm gonna walk perfectly in the middle of this sidewalk and make them scramble. And if they even get They could be in a fucking movie theater, and they will literally be standing in front of 2 fucking soda fountains that are empty, and go, you know what? This isn't enough for me. Let me go jostle past these minorities and steal their machine, because that's gonna make me feel better about the fact that I am failing as a white person because I'm obese and poor, but I can at least feel better by feeling like I'm superior to the blacks. Also, that old man who was talking all that shit on the sidewalk with his fucking stupid ass, he was the one blocking the street and being weird and being a pretentious fucking asshole. And it's like, he looked like literally a slug melting on a fucking summer street. He looked like he was bald-headed, and his shiny, reflective, nasty skull, he looked like a creamsicle melting on the fucking pavement. He was not an attractive man. Like, all of his sagging skin looked like he was physically being pulled to hell by gravity, and he's just refusing to give in. He's like, I'm gonna exist on this fucking planet, and I'm gonna block the sidewalk from the N-words. No blacks allowed. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling today. I look nice. My outfit is so cute. That's all I had to say. Take care of yourselves, and yeah, people suck, racism sucks, and also, even if you aren't white, if you are non-black, you need to figure out how to treat non-black people, because another interaction happened on my way home. This bitch, like, she was distracted, I was distracted. So I look up from my phone, and I'm like 10 feet away from her, and so does she. I look up and go, oh, because I realized, oh, oops, if we're both not careful, we will collide with each other. I didn't say that out loud, but you know what happens? We both seamlessly, she goes to the left, I go to the right, perfect fucking timing. I was thinking to myself, wow, that's a perfect, seamless interaction with no awkwardness whatsoever. But then as soon as, like, I'm about to pass by, the bitch starts jogging and does this, like, motion to me, as if I'm in her fucking way. I was not remotely in her fucking way. So that's the like weird passive aggressive shit I mean, where it's like a weird pretentious energy, and it's disgusting, and I don't fuck with it. And it's like, bitch, don't you dare flap those saggy fucking wings you call arms my way ever the fuck again. Oh, like, here I was thinking, oh, she's got cute eyeliner. This is such a, I'm so glad there's no awkwardness here, just like that one fucking other weirdo. But no, she wanted to be like, move, black peasant, from my way, from my neighborhood. How dare you exist here in the most passive aggressive way possible. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit whatsoever. So yeah, gentrification, redlining, bullshit. Bye. Take care of yourselves. Also, fuck racists.